My name is Amy Campbell. I've been teaching special education for 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders at Helen Ballard Elementary School in the Camas School District for 12 years, and I am a proud Camas Education Association member. Morning! When I started 12 years ago, it was really different. I was a different teacher, and my focus was really on addressing the deficits, filling the gaps, meeting the needs, and really a focus on disability. Now that I've changed my focus to what the students can do, the assets they bring, the skills they possess, the interests they have, their talents, if I focus on those things and I work collaboratively with my team, it's so easy to find a place for them where they naturally fit, they can build their skills, and everyone in the community can build around them. My background in general education was a gift because it helped me be a better collaborator. It helped me understand curriculum more. It helped me understand the needs of my colleagues and build community for my students. And it made me a better special educator.
Amy is very mindful of us and what we do and our ideas. I think she's very good at helping us do our jobs better, and then in fact that helps her do her job better.
If you can't communicate in a traditional way that adults and peers understand, it creates frustration. And so I end up trying to support students who are having behaviors, and I'm actually trying to step back and observe, where is this behavior coming from? What's the function of this behavior? And so often, if I can find simple ways to give language to students to be able to ask for a break, or tell me they're tired, or they need something different, they need a snack, they need their needs met, or to tell me they're just really joyful, or they're really sad, whatever the language that student needs is, then the behaviors, they dissipate. And I start to really get to form a relationship with students, and it's rich. Micah, did you like making your birdhouse?
My sister.
No, he didn't like it. One of the things I do every morning is go and check in with my kids in the general education classroom, because while they're all on my caseload, they're actually general education students first. And I think a critical start to the day in building the community is having every kid get that morning routine and have them hear their name called among their peers during attendance, to participate in those community building activities, and to start with their class so their general education teacher gets the first check-in with them in the morning. So it means that I have to go check in a lot of places, but it's worth it.
I'm the mom of Micah Snell. He is a 4th grader, I had to think about that, at Helen Ballard Elementary in Camas. She works with probably some of the hardest students to teach and to help them grow. And she has helped my son in particular grow leaps and bounds. The way that she engages people and includes people is just everything that you want in a teacher. And so for her just to exude this energy of acceptance and inclusion, it's amazing.
To build community for my students, I've built community for myself, and it's hard. Commitment to education sometimes means making myself take the back seat. But if I can take time to even eat in the lunchroom and build a friendship with my colleagues, when you need help and you're asking a friend, it's so much easier. It's the hard work we have to do is easier if we have relationships with each other. So I think that's a critical step.
I think Amy pushes people beyond their comfort zone with what students need. It's not her students. And every classroom that we've been in, kindergarten through 4th grade, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, well, that's your student, Mrs. Campbell or Amy. You know, that's our student. So I think that it's pushed.
Having that open dialogue with one another, don't be afraid to say, would this work, or could we do this?
The ideas that can come out of a 5-minute conversation, and the inspiration, and finding things that have worked. You saw something that worked, and he saw something that worked. We're all going to work together to do more of that. You can really do a lot of good. I've been in the CEA, Camas Education Association, for 12 years.
She supports CEA 100%. She was going to be our strike captain if we went on strike a couple years ago. She was just 100% in. She's a building rep.
My active participation in collective bargaining and in activism for teachers is actually a really strong voice in activism for my students. If I'm talking about teacher caseload, I'm talking about the number of students my kids have in a class. If I'm talking about how professional pay to attract and retain teachers, I'm talking about keeping the best teachers for kids in our schools. And so union membership for me now is the best way I have for speaking up for students and getting a collective voice for action. If we don't pack our classrooms with diversity and then teach to the diversity so that everyone can be successful, then we haven't taught students how to live in this world with each other. By teaching about equity and providing opportunity and access for all of our students, we're ensuring that our country in the future will have leaders, and we'll have listeners, we'll have contributors, and everyone will have a place at the table.
Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you.
Oftentimes, fear will prevent us from trying new things. And really good learning and change in behavior can take a lot of years for kids, not for you, but for students. Find ways to celebrate success over and over and over and over. Because if you see their success, they'll see their success, and you can celebrate that together. And then understand that the learning is in the work and the investment, and everyone else is watching and learning from that too.